Hi, this is Anthea Palmer from Sound Music Business. I know I often start episodes by saying I am so excited about this topic, but honestly I have had a light globe moment this week and I really want to share it with you. And this episode is specifically for music managers. My motivation is to support talent. And in doing so, I usually release free tips for self-managed musicians. But I know a lot of managers watch my show and ask questions of me, which is great because it has a trickle-on effect. And I used to be in artist management and it's a tough gig. So again, I have found a solution, a trick, a secret, a miracle for music managers, and I want to share it with you now. I only wish I had thought of it back when I was managing artists. So what is key to being a music manager is bringing people and projects together to support the goals of the artist. And the other side of it is about understanding how to brand and promote the artist. So those two things, I believe, are key to being successful as an artist manager in this industry. Tips episode 35 was about musicians getting their own show. And since then, I've been speaking with music managers who said, Anthea, you need to let music managers know that that is the key for them. And I so agree. So as an artist manager, consider getting your own show. Having a podcast can do amazing things for your career. Let me explain. You need to build authority. You need to have authority in the industry to be a good music manager. And that's because then you will have the right network around you. There is nothing better than a podcast to help build your authority because people's perception of you is real. Also, having that network around you, being able to make the calls to the right people and the right businesses to help your artist is key in artist management. What better way to connect with the powerful people in the industry than to ask them if you can interview them on your show? It means for a change, you're not contacting them saying, hey, I want you to listen to this artist. Hey, I want you to help me with this tour. Hey, I want you to help me distribute this CD. For a change, you're contacting with them and in a way that might be something that can help them. You know why? People love talking about themselves, right? People love talking about themselves. Also, it helps them talk about what they do, their company, their agenda. So people love to be interviewed. They love the opportunity that podcasting brings in order for them to promote what they're doing. It's win-win from that point of view. So firstly, I would recommend you build up your podcast show by interviewing people you already know, right? Just to get the show established. Then you can start thinking strategically about who you need on your side, who you need to bring into your network. Then you can contact them and ask if you can interview them on your show. Perfect. Now that's step one. Then step two is once you've got that relationship, once you've nurtured that relationship, then it's going to be much easier for you to say, hey, it's Anthea from the Sound Music Business podcast. Remember I interviewed you a few months ago. Listen, something I wanted to talk to you about, right? You'll have their ear because you've already made the connection. You've already built that relationship. So we've got building your authority in the industry. We've got connecting and networking with the right people in the right way. The third thing, of course, is that it does give you an opportunity to promote your artists. So you can have Song of the Week, Artist of the Week, you can plug a tour within the show. So there's also that additional promotional opportunity. Now, podcasting is low production, low cost. What you will need to do is give it a bit of commitment, a bit of your time. And you're probably thinking, I don't have any time. I'm already struggling with all the other shit that I've got to do. Well, I have put together a podcasting module on how to podcast. It explains everything from format options, equipment options, software and application options, and I even show you how I podcast. I even go through an episode of my podcast, show you how I do it, how I upload it, everything that I use. So this is handed to you on a plate. Now, the module is part of the Music Marketing Machine, and what this means is on that other side, on that side of you needing to understand how to brand your artists. I go on about branding all the time, I know, but it is key. And if you haven't thought about it, if you haven't sat down and really nutted down a brand for all of the artists that you represent, then jeepers, it is time to do so. The Music Marketing Machine was created as a marketing and promotion system. Right? So if you don't have a marketing strategy in place, it gives you that. It makes you understand branding. And on top of all of that now, it will show you how to get your own show. So nip over to the Music Marketing Machine and have a look. It was initially created for self-managed musicians, but I know managers are getting so much value out of it, and even more so now that this podcasting module has been added for no extra cost. Oh, I can slow down now that I've got all that out. I feel better. I'm Anthea Palmer from Sound Music Business. Onward and upward.